Hi, I'm Ty, OpenPhone's head of support. Today, I'm going to take you on a tour of OpenPhone to show you the basics and help you get started. If you'd like to skip basic setup and jump straight into a specific topic, I've set up a few helpful chapters below to help you navigate to where you're most interested. Okay, let's start with a quick tour of the basics. Here is OpenPhone on the installable desktop app on Mac. We also offer an installable desktop app on PC, and this has the exact same interface if you're using OpenPhone on your web browser. We also offer OpenPhone on mobile, on your Apple or Android devices. Now, because OpenPhone is a business phone system, let's go over phone numbers first. Every user who joins your OpenPhone workspace will add one local US, local Canadian, or local North American toll-free phone number to your account. You can assign those phone numbers to individual teammates or share them with multiple teammates to start answering calls and managing conversations as a team. Now, keep in mind that no matter who's assigned to them, those phone numbers always belong to you, the workspace owner, so you can remove and reassign access at any time. For some teams, one phone number per user is enough, but if you want to have more numbers, say for a location or a department, you can quickly add them from your phone number settings by going to Settings, then under your workspace settings, clicking on Phone Numbers. There, you'll see two options: add a new number or to port an existing one. Now, a lot of businesses already have phone numbers, so we made it really easy for you to bring them to OpenPhone. Just go ahead and press on this button here and follow a few quick steps, and our team will take care of the rest. Don't worry, your phone number will stay active on your existing carrier until the process is complete, which usually takes between 5 to 10 days. Getting a new number from OpenPhone is even easier. Go ahead and press Add a New Number, and then you could either search by city, by area code, or if you want a toll-free number, go ahead and press toll-free. Then, once you find the number you want, go ahead and click on that number, add to your account, and now I'm in that phone number settings where I could easily configure it, and that phone number is ready to use right away. Adding your teammates to OpenPhone is just as easy. Go ahead in your workspace settings, go to your team members. Then go ahead and press Invite Your Team. Now, once you've decided, how many people on your team that you're going to invite, let's say I wanted to add 7 people, I could use commas to separate to add multiple people at once. Once I've added their email address, I'm going to go ahead and choose their permissions. A member permission allows your user to manage their own account settings and any phone numbers that you choose to make them the owner of, but that's all they can manage. An admin setting allows them to manage the entire workspace, adding or removing people or phone numbers, editing their roles, and even editing billing. But admins cannot add or remove other owners. An owner has all of those same permissions as an admin, but they have total access to everything in the workspace, including removing other owners. Okay, so I'm going to choose member permissions, and I'm going to shoot over Mark an invite. Now, by default, it is going to opt to add Mark to a brand new number, where he'll have the ability to select a new number upon sign in. But I can go ahead and choose to add Mark to an existing number that I want to share with him. Mark's on our customer support team, so I'm going to go ahead and press customer support, and with a few clicks, I've sent that invite. Mark will just receive an email. We'll click on that email to join the team, verify his email address, and he's ready to use that number. Now, OpenPhone doesn't just make it easy to get new phone numbers, it also makes it really easy to use them. To help you stay organized, each phone number gets its own dedicated inbox that keeps all calls and conversations separate from the rest. You can see the several lines that I have access here over on the left-hand side. For example, this is our San Francisco inbox, and when I click on it, all of the activity related to that number will appear in this conversation panel here. If I click on our customer support line, I'm going to see all of those conversations on the customer support line. You can see a preview of the notifications on your line. Please note that it says 3 next to my San Francisco line, meaning I have 3 conversations with an unread notification, meaning I have a missed call or an incoming text that I haven't responded to. If I only want to filter those conversations with an unread notification, I'm going to go ahead and use the unread filter. Now, typically, conversations like these will only show your text message history. That's probably how it works in your smartphone or other apps that you're used to. But in OpenPhone, you see every interaction you've had with that contact. Text messages, voicemail transcriptions, call logs, and even call recordings, all in one seamless view. Rather than separate all of these activities into different apps like your smartphone does, OpenPhone makes it easy to see your complete history with any contact simply by scrolling up and down. Once I'm done with a conversation, I can mark this conversation as done by using this button here or by pressing the keyboard command E. This sends that conversation over to our done or our archived inbox and is a nice way to clean up your view. Now, if Kathy ever replies, don't worry, it will automatically mark the conversation back as open and she'll be right at the top of the inbox there. Over on the right-hand side is where you'll find the contact panel. Here, you can add a photo, some basic details, custom properties, and even notes about any contact. When you receive a message from a new number that you don't have saved, all you have to do is add a name, and it will automatically save that contact and share it with any other users that you share that line with. Lastly, inside your settings, you can customize all of the important details about your workspace, including adding or removing phone numbers, adding or removing members, customizing your phone number settings in the phone number page, configuring any integrations, and making changes to your billing. But before we dive any deeper, let's talk about how your team fits in with what we've already covered. Everything I've just showed you, the phone number inboxes, the all-in-one conversations, and even your contacts, all of that can be shared and used alongside your team. So this San Francisco number that we looked at earlier, it isn't just for me. If we go directly into this phone number settings, we'll see that there's 5 users who have access to this number. That means 5 people can log into their OpenPhone accounts on any device and access this inbox the same way that I can. They can join its conversations, make and receive calls or texts, and even update contact information. Now, just because Amy is on a call doesn't mean Adam can't also be making or receiving a call. You could have as many incoming, outgoing, or any active calls as you do have users on the line. Now, this isn't just sharing access to the phone number. OpenPhone takes things a big step further. Instead of just seeing incoming and outgoing activity, everyone sharing this number can see an entire history of who sent which message, made which call, answered the call, and even if someone is currently on a call. Now, if someone is viewing a message, you can see their icon slightly grayed out on the message. And if I click into the message, I see that right in the lower right-hand corner that Anthony is viewing this message. Now, if Anthony begins to reply, I can actually see here that Anthony is typing to this contact. This is a great way for me to know, hey, Anthony's got this, no need for any double work. Now, all of this is visible to you in your conversation, but your contact will be none the wiser. They don't know that there's an entire team behind the line. They have one uniform experience with a familiar phone number. By managing phone numbers together, your team can respond to customers faster, stay on top of conversations more easily, and even help each other through the use of threads. Threads allow your team to collaborate in behind-the-scenes conversation, directly working under a specific activity. Threads are only viewable internally, so your customers have no idea that you're working together to solve a problem. To create a thread, go ahead and highlight a message. Then, where it says comment an internal thread, press this message icon here, where I could add an internal comment visible only to me and my workspace. Now, I can tag everyone on a phone number, groups of people that I've pre-made on my team, maybe your customer support or your sales team. Or I could tag a direct member of my team to take care of this. I saw Anthony viewing this message, so I'm going to go ahead and ping Anthony to take care of this. Now, from Anthony's perspective, he's going to receive a ping on his activity monitor right over here, which will allow him to jump directly into this conversation, giving Ron a call, and once done, can even mark this as resolved and even hide these comments to clean up the view a little bit. OpenPhone's focus on teamwork also extends to managing incoming calls together. On our standard plan, when your shared number receives a call, any active teammate sharing that number will hear the device ring and have the opportunity to answer, meaning a simultaneous ringing so all users receive the call at the same time. On our premium plan, we take this one step further with our round robin setting. So inside your phone number settings where it says round robin batch size, you can choose the set number of teammates you want to ring, and if no one answers, it'll ring the next batch size of teammates. So you could set this as low as one user on your team, and it will ring sequentially. No matter how you distribute your calls, you'll know when it was answered, who picked up, and if you've turned on auto recording right here, you'll even know what was said. Not only can OpenPhone help your team collaborate better, it also can help your entire business appear more credible and professional to contacts with just a few small customizations. The first thing we'll do is right at the top inside your phone number settings, we're going to give an icon as well as a name for our phone number. That way, if we have multiple numbers, we're able to easily identify which one is being dialed and answer appropriately. On desktop, you'll see both the name and the icon, but on mobile, you'll see just the icon, so make sure the icon is unique. Now, instead of answering with, "Thanks for calling OpenPhone, Ty speaking," you can answer with, "Thanks for calling OpenPhone's support line. You've reached Ty, how can I help?" That small step goes a long way in boosting confidence with your customers and really makes it feel like they're dealing with an established professional organization. Next, you're going to want to set a business voicemail message for calls that you're not able to answer. Scrolling down below to this voicemail section here, we offer 3 different ways to add a voicemail. You can either upload an existing MP3 file, record directly in-app, or utilize a handy-dandy text-to-speech function where you can type whatever it is you want and an automated greeting is made for you. Now, when a caller gets sent to voicemail, they'll be sure that they called the right number. And if you've included your hours of operation, they might even know when they can expect a call back. When you do call back, make sure your customers know it's you by setting your caller ID name. That way, instead of just seeing a number, your contacts could see something like Ty from OpenPhone. Right at the top of your phone number settings, go ahead and press this button here next to caller ID name, and follow the in-app prompts to set a caller ID name. We submit these names to CNAME, the largest caller ID database in North America. We cannot guarantee this will display with every carrier, especially if you're calling Canadian numbers or if you're using toll-free numbers, but this will give you your best chance. You can set the caller ID name for all of your numbers or give each one something unique. Either way, it's as simple as typing in your name and waiting a few days for approval. Something else that can make your business look more established is a phone menu. Other platforms may call this a phone tree, auto attendant, or IVR. Those are all industry interchangeable terms for the greeting that says, press 1 for sales, press 2 for support. To set up a phone menu, just scroll down below. Then you're going to go ahead and toggle Enable Phone Menu. Set the greeting message to route callers throughout your organization, and then choose the keypad and associated voice commands for the respective destination. From here, you can have a variety of options to route callers throughout your organization. Another major benefit of OpenPhone is the privacy it provides by allowing you and your team to keep your business phone activity completely separate from your personal phone numbers. It does this in 2 ways. First, by making it easy to know when an incoming call is either business or personal. And second, by letting you control when business contacts can reach you. First, spotting an incoming call is very easy. If you're using OpenPhone on mobile, calls to your OpenPhone number will look and sound different than calls to your personal number, so you'll never have to worry about mistaking a business call for a personal one. By giving each phone number its own custom icon, as you see here, you'll know which of your phone numbers is being called. That way you can decide to avoid your main office line, but always pick up for a sales call. Second, you're going to want to silence business calls when you're off the clock. To control when OpenPhone alerts you about incoming activity for a specific phone number, go ahead and set your business hours from your phone number settings. Simply enable business phone numbers, then select the time zone that works for you. You can set the same schedule every day, 7 days a week, the same schedule Monday through Friday and closed on weekends, or a custom schedule if your hours differ day to day. Incoming calls outside of your business hours will be sent to voicemail, but not just any voicemail. You can also set up an after-hours voicemail greeting to inform your customers that you're closed and set expectations on when they expect to hear back. Just go ahead and press change here and you set that up the exact same way that you added a voicemail below. Let's say that you have access to multiple phone numbers with varying business hours, or you're staffing a 24/7 line but only want to be available during your shift. Here, you'll want to set up your work schedule, which is found under your account's notification settings. It works exactly like business hours, but for people, not numbers. Now, calls outside of your work schedule will still ring to other available agents for those numbers, and if no one's available, they'll be directed to voicemail. If you need to be unexpectedly unavailable, you can always toggle on Do Not Disturb under your account icon here. With this dropdown, go ahead and press Do Not Disturb, and you have this fully customizable format to choose how long you'll be gone and when you'll be back online. You also can permanently mute a phone number. For example, if you want to review calls and conversations but don't want to be notified about them in real time, just hover over a phone number and press the 3-dot drop-down and then press mute to set this up. The last thing we'll cover today is automations. Our customers love how OpenPhone's UI speeds up their workflows, so we took that even further by building time-saving features and integrating with some of your favorite tools. First, let's cover integrations. Inside your workspace settings and then under integrations, you can see the available integrations to your workspace. If you're using our premium plan, you could connect OpenPhone to CRMs like HubSpot, automatically updating records between HubSpot and OpenPhone, and even sync contact information so you'll know which lead is giving you a call. We release new direct integrations all the time, but if you want to connect OpenPhone to a tool we don't support yet, Zapier can help. Zapier is a platform that connects OpenPhone to over 4,000 compatible Zapier applications. You can set a trigger in one app and a subsequent action in another. For example, maybe someone signs up on a form on your website via Google Forms or Typeform. You can make a trigger that's sign up on website, and the subsequent action could be add contact to OpenPhone or even send contact a message. Now, if you're more techie, go ahead and press on webhooks here. OpenPhone supports the building of webhooks, allowing you and your developers to build their own custom integrations from scratch. If you don't understand what this means, don't worry, I don't either. This is more so for developers. Inside your phone number settings, we also offer a few integrations to deliver notifications about the activity on your lines. For example, way at the bottom of your phone number settings, you see the integrations here with your email or your Slack account. Whether you have a new message, a missed call, or a missed call where a voicemail is specifically left, you can send notifications of your phone number's activity directly to an email or group of emails or Slack channel or group of Slack channels. Now from there, you or your team could easily jump directly into those conversations. Now that covers integrations. Let's talk about some of OpenPhone's built-in automation features: snippets, scheduled messages, and auto-replies. Right above this integrations here in your phone number settings, you see this section where it says auto-replies. Auto-replies are automatic text messages that get sent based on specific situations that occur on your phone number. For example, if someone calls or texts outside your business hours, OpenPhone can send that person a customizable pre-written text message in response. Something like, "Hey, sorry I missed your call. I'm with my family right now, but I'll be back at my desk tomorrow morning." It's a great way to acknowledge your callers, and it lets them know exactly when they can hear back from you. To set this up, go ahead and select the option that you want to configure. For example, if I want to send a message for incoming messages Outside of my business hours, I click here, type whatever I want, and press save. If you find yourself sending the same text message over and over again, snippets can save you a ton of time. Think of them as a text message shortcut. To access our snippets, you're going to want to use our command panel. You can either press / or press this command icon here, which loads that command panel. Once I click on snippets, it will show me all of the available snippets that we've pre-saved. It doesn't look like I have any here, so I'll show you how easy it is to create one. Go ahead and press create snippet for that commonly occurring scenario. I'm going to call this one schedule a call. Now from here, when I want to use that snippet again in the future, it's going to be right here with a few easy clicks. I can just send that over to my contact. It's perfect for answering common questions like your operating hours, or maybe the next steps after an appointment. Lastly, I want to show you scheduled messages. Scheduled messages are great for folks who can't answer text messages throughout the day, but also don't want to send them late in the evenings and keep those conversations going all night. Scheduled messages give you the best of both worlds, the ability to send text when you do have time without the expectation to keep texting when you don't. To schedule a message, go ahead and type the message that you want to send. Once composed, go ahead and tap on this schedule message icon here and decide when the message should be sent. When that time comes, OpenPhone will make sure that the message is delivered. And you can see here on the icon on the message that I do have a pending scheduled message to send. And if I click on it, I can see the history of that message just in case I need to update it or if I decide I want to send it now. You now know how OpenPhone can help you be more professional, attain that work-life balance, quickly scale and collaborate among your team, and even automate many of your workflows. Thanks for watching.